Hi there, Dr. Scott Martin here, and today we're going to talk about the nature of flow. In the last video we talked about how period pain is not normal and how accepting that period pain is normal can lead to much bigger problems in a few years down the track. Let's now talk about how period pain turns into endometriosis. Period pain can either be a dull, generalized ache or a sharp stabbing pain, or both. Typically, it starts out as a generalized dull ache and mostly goes untreated until it becomes sharp, stabbing and quite unbearable. A dull, generalized ache is characterized as stagnation. It's where blood and fluids no longer flow at normal speed. Imagine your blood as a river, and the dull, generalized ache is the backwater that runs just off the side of the river. It's where the blood doesn't flow with regular speed to the point where the flow can be reduced to almost stillness. Many of us have seen those places beside the river where it's all murky and mossy and mouldy. So generalized pain is a bit like that and can be referred to as blood stagnation. Where you've got stagnation, all sorts of unpleasant things can be happening, just like the backwaters of a river. The other is blood stasis, where blood just doesn't move. It's stopped, it's blocked. This is where the backwater of stagnation has been completely sealed off from the river and there is no possible flow there anymore. It has become a still pond and all life in there will eventually die unless the flow of the river can be reintroduced and revitalise the area. The difference between blood stagnation and blood stasis is that the dull pain in a generalised area of stagnation has turned into the sharp pain of stasis, where you can point to the exact spot saying it's hurting me right here. Now if you cut off the circulation to your little finger and you do it long enough, it gets really painful, right? That's your cells crying out, there's a problem, we're not getting nourished, move me, do something, pay attention to us, we're suffering here. This is blood stagnation. If blood never returns to your finger, it will die and drop off, just like the sluggish backwaters become a still pond. Blood stagnation turns into blood stasis, dull generalized pain becomes sharp stabbing pain, and without timely refreshment, life in those areas changes, suffers, and can die. So, where you experience pain in your lower abdomen, it's the cells that aren't getting enough blood supply because there's a blockage going on, preventing the movement of blood in and out of the area. It becomes backwater. The blood can't access the cells to nourish them with energy and take away the waste. It builds up toxicity and a nutritional wasteland of those cells. If that goes on long enough, you get a whole heap of blockages and a whole heap of wastelands, and the organs can't function properly anymore. It becomes a still pond. It is a process that can take decades, but will end up in a hysterectomy for 1 in 3 women. It is the result of long-term lack of blood supply to the organs that creates these dysfunctions in these organs. There is something else that goes on too. It's also been suggested that the uterus spasms in an attempt to shake off the old stuck blood. The entire reproductive area is trying to dislodge the old blood so that new blood can get through, and the pain is caused from either the spasms or the old blood refusing to move. Imagine your reproductive organs trying to pull off unwanted and leftover endometriosis. Much like pulling off a scab on your skin, except it's your delicate reproductive organs instead. And much like a cooking pot with burnt parts stuck to it, what does not get cleaned off last time has more built up on that area next time, and so on. This is the nature of endometriosis, and this is what your reproductive organs go through every month when you have endometriosis. In the next video we will discuss endometriosis in a more medical fashion, but also so it's easier to understand from a medical perspective. Thanks very much for watching and have a great day.